Hey, what's up, guys? Houston here. I'm going to tell you how it's possible to get a personal loan from Capital One. Now, some of you all may be scratching your head because you wonder, how is that even possible when they don't issue personal loan? Well, the thing about it, you have to use a certain strategy in order for this here to work. Now, here's the thing about it, what I tell people. When trying to get a personal loan out of Capital One, there's certain credit cards you need to have, okay? And so let me tell you the credit cards. You have the Quicksilver Rewards credit card. Then you have the Venture One Rewards credit card. Then you have the Savers Rewards credit card. All right, now, the reason those credit cards are important is because those are the credit cards that give 0% interest for 15 months. All right, now, here's the thing about it. When you get these here credit cards, what you're gonna have to do, there's a couple ways you can do this. Now, some people, they may do the credit card churn. All right, so where they're going and buy a bunch of gift cards and then transfer them over to your bank account. All right, so that's one way to get a loan. And when you do that, because it's actually looked at as a purchase, that's the reason why you don't lose that promotional thing. Okay, so that's the reason why some people are able to do that. It's certain platforms you have to go through to do the credit card churn, but buying a bunch of credit cards like at 200 denominations, you're able to use those credit cards. You can get money orders. You can transfer them over to your PayPal account or Venmo account. So that's one way to do it. Another way to do it is if you sign up with Venmo or Melio. Okay, when you sign up with Venmo or Melio, what you do, you attach your credit card to them. All right, now when you attach your credit card to them, you may have, say, a vendor or something like that, right? And then you may overpay the vendor. All right, this is what I've seen. I've seen people, sometimes they would pay their the IRS. Okay, you pay your tax bill and stuff like that, and then once the IRS takes their money out of what you owe for your taxes and stuff, you may get a refund from that. Another thing I've seen people do is they may have a vendor or something, where they have an agreement to do some work and stuff, and the vendor doesn't take credit cards. You can have Venmo or Melio to send them out a check and stuff like that, and then whatever the vendor doesn't use of that money, then they give you the remaining balance of it. But it's looked at as a purchase. Okay, so that way you keep that 0% interest on it. So those are a few ways to actually get a loan, a personal loan from Capital One, since they do not issue direct personal loans. All right, now the thing about it, I would tell you guys, if you can't qualify for these here Capital One credit cards to get a loan, so let me tell you what the average score for these credit cards. All right, so you have to have at least a 680 for these credit cards. All right, that's the average credit score for these type of credit cards. Now, most of the time, like with your Quicksilver Rewards credit card, they're more likely going to pull your Experian. Okay, the Venture One Rewards usually will pull your Equifax, and then your Savers usually will pull the TransUnion. Now, many of us know usually Capital One would pull all three credit bureaus, but many people are not aware that they can actually lock up two of their credit bureaus now that you know which of those cards, because those are going to be your best cards because they charge 0 interest. Lock up your other two credit bureaus, and that'll force them to pull from those credit bureaus that I mentioned. All right, now if you cannot qualify for these here cards and you still need to get a loan, then that's when you have to go, if you have at least a 620 620, 640 credit score, then that's when you have to go to maybe a credit union like DCU Credit Union, where they offer the personal loans for no payments for 60 days. Then you have State Department Federal Credit Union. They offer personal loans, no payments for 90 days. You also have, sorry about that, I'm looking at these guys. You have Chevron Federal Credit Union. They offer personal loans for up to no payments for 90 days. You also have, is it Justice Credit Union? They offer a personal loan up to 90 days, but it's only $10,000. All right. Now, I would tell you with those credit unions, going into those credit unions, I would probably garden a relationship, meaning that I would open up a personal account, a savings account, and then if they maybe have a small CD or money market account. All right. The reason is, once you get into these credit unions, then you can use that hard pull that they actually pull, and you can use that hard pull to double and triple dip, meaning that they give you the personal loan. Then you can use that same hard pull to qualify for a credit card, and then you possibly can get a line of credit. Some people usually would go for like a car loan or something like that, right? So it's just an option for you. Now, if you have real challenging credit, then that's when you have to look at places like low credit finance that are platforms. And I know a lot of people don't like the platforms because they send you like a lot of different offers and stuff like that. However, when you have bad credit, you usually don't have too much of a choice but to go to somewhere where they don't charge you a whole lot of interest. So that's the reason why you hear me talk about low credit finance, is because the interest rate's usually about 5.99 to 35.99. All right, and they go up to $50,000. Then someone asked about Max Personal Loan. Max Personal Loan, it's like a platform. However, they use a lot of tribal lenders. They go up to $50,000, okay? And so they're the ones that work with people with a 580 credit score, just like with low credit finance. Actually, low credit finance, you don't even have to have a credit score. However, the key with these here lenders is making sure that you have activity going on in the checking account, okay? So that's the thing about it. I continue to tell people, you got to have activity going on in the checking account. Now, with those two lenders I just mentioned, like, they don't do a hard pull on the credit, nor do they report those loans. So those are the type of loans you want to get to pay down your revolving debt, to push up your credit score higher, so then you can join one of the credit unions and to be able to get qualified from one of their personal loans at a lower interest rate, okay? So I just wanted to make this video because I know people are looking for a loan through Capital One. However, they don't offer direct personal loans, so you would have to use that strategy in order to qualify, in order to get a personal loan, all right? So I hope this helps. If you have any other questions about business credit funding, personal credit funding, removing negative items off the credit, click the link in the description. Schedule a one-on-one consultation. Thank you.